Friends, I'm going to start a new topic, that is heterocyclic compounds. So, I have not started reactivity of metal complexes bioinorganic chemistry. Why? Because without learning the coordination compounds, we can't read the reactivity of metal complexes. The reactivity of metal complexes based only on the sorry for the disturbance. Based only on the coordination compounds. So today I'm going to teach a new topic, that is heterocyclic compounds. So heterocyclic compounds. So what is heterocyclic compounds? Generally we use it to learn in the previous class. Hetero means different, homo means same, like that we use it to same. Here also the same thing happening. So cyclic compounds, I'm saying cyclic compounds means over here the cyclic ring is going to present over here. So this type of rings we call it as cyclic rings, right? So these are cyclic rings. So for this, then what is heterocyclic? The ring, everything is same. If you keep one sulfur or one oxygen or one nitrogen, so see here the carbons are same, but coming to over here at the end position, there will be some addition of atoms. Means what different atoms we are using, right? So those type of things we call it as heterocyclic compound. So now let us see the introduction part. So what is heterocyclic compounds? We can say a cyclic organic compound containing all carbon atoms in ring formation. So means what here we are taking this cyclohexane. So means what happening here, this is a cyclic compound. This is one organic compound. It contains all carbon atoms which is forming as a ring. This one we call it as what here generally carbocyclic compound. Then what is heterocyclic compounds? Organic compounds that contain a ring structure containing atoms. Means it contains different atoms like sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen. This one we call it as heterocyclic compound. The heterocyclic compound may be aromatic or non-aromatic. So how we can define it is an aromatic, and we can define non-aromatic. Aromatic means, so this is a cyclic ring, and if you take benzene, this is also a cyclic ring. So in both of these, which one will be the aromatic? We can say this one will be the aromatic. Why we say this is an aromatic? Because here there will be one rule, that is Huckel's rule, which obey 4n plus 2 pi rule. So 4n plus 2 pi rule. This cyclic ring is not going to obey this rule. This cyclic ring is going to obey this rule. How it is obeying? How it is obeying means, in the place of n, we are going to put number of rings. So here with the conjugation, here the conjugation is going to happen. Why? Because in benzene we are going to have the bonds. So these bonds are present. When you rotate these bonds, it will show different positions. So means what? The number of rings in conjugation is 1. Why? Because we are having only one compound, no? So that's why in place of 4 we are keeping 1. So 4 into 1, 4 plus 2. How many electrons we are having? 6 electrons we are having. So means what here? Each bond consists of 2 electrons. In benzene completely how many bonds we are having? In benzene ring we are having completely 3 bonds. Each bond consists of 6 electrons. I mean 2 electrons. So total 3 bonds we are having, total 6 electrons we have got. So benzene ring is obeying the Huckel's rule. Coming to cyclohexane, we are not having any bonds here. Only one bond only, that is carbon hydrogen bonds only present. There is no, means here 4 in the place of n, what we are keeping? 4 into 0 plus 2 pi electrons. So by this what we can say here, it is not obeying this rule. So which will obey the Huckel's rule? Which will obey this rule, that only we call it as aromatic. Remaining one we call it as non-aromatic. Means this is compound is a non-aromatic. But what I am saying here, the carbon compounds containing sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen, as heteroatom. So whenever there will be a heteroatom present over here, it shows aromatic character. Okay, those type of things we call it as heterocyclic compounds. So this here mainly the heterocyclic compounds is used in drugs, in pharmaceutical science, means in oxazole, sulfur drugs, thiodiazole drugs. Okay, these all will contain sulfur drugs, oxazolone drugs, means compulsory one heteroatom is going to present over there. Okay, in drugs mainly. Heterocyclic compounds may be of natural or synthetically available also. We can keep it in natural or we can take it in synthetical also. So this is about heterocyclic compounds. So let us see classification of heterocyclic compounds. We are having 5-membered heterocyclic compounds, 6-membered heterocyclic compounds, 7-membered and condensed heterocyclic compound. In 5-membered can take example furan, pyrrole, thiophene. If more than one heteroatom is present, pyrazole, imidazole, oxazole. So these are the 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. If you take 6-membered heterocyclic compounds, we are having examples like pyridine, piperidine, and if you more than one heteroatom is pyrimidine. And 7-membered we are having oxypyridine example. Condensed means two rings combined, fused rings we can say. There will be an example of indole, quinoline, isoquinoline. So let us see one by one example here. 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. So here the carbons are present, one heteroatom like oxygen is present. So for each atom there will be a lone pair of electrons. So how we can say it is an aromatic means, see here 4 pi electrons, and oxygen is having what here, electrons. No, lone pair of electrons is present, no, because of the lone pair of electrons it will participate in the bond formation, resonance structures. So because of that reason what we can say it is an aromatic. So total it is also having 6 pi electrons. It is also having 6 pi electrons. It is also having 6 pi electrons. So these 3 are having 6 pi electrons. Okay, this we can say it is an aromatic structure. So coming to here, furan 5-membered contains only one heteroatom. So the one heteroatom is mainly furan, pyrrole, thiophene. So in this chapter we are going to learn mainly about these 3 compounds and pyridine. Okay, pyridine is a 6-membered ring, and coming to here this is a 5-membered ring. So here this is about furan. If oxygen is present to the 5-membered ring, that is furan. If NH is going to present, that one we call it as pyrrole. If S it is going to present, that is thiophene. S means thiophene, NH means pyrrole, and furan is nothing but oxygen. This is about 5-membered ring which is having one heteroatom. To the 5-membered ring, if more than one heteroatom is present, for example, so here N is present and here NH is present. See here NH and N. So this one we call it as pyrazole. If to the oxygen nitrogen is present, that one we call it as oxazole. To the N, NH is present, that one we call it as imidazole. See here pyrazole, oxazole, imidazole. Means what we can say, to the heteroatoms one more heteroatom is going to present. So these type of things will not show aromatic character. Of course this will also be having lone pair of electrons, there will be more bond formation. So because of that reason what we can say means here this is a non-aromatic character. So this is about 5-membered ring containing one heteroatom and more than one heteroatom. Now let us see 6-membered ring. In 6-membered heterocyclic compounds, if one heteroatom is present, that one we call it as pyridine. Means to the 6-membered ring, nitrogen is present. It is similar to benzene if you have been observed. Okay, so this one we call it as pyridine. If there is no bonds and there will be NH, that one we call it as piperidine. Only one heteroatom is present, see here, one nitrogen, one NH. If more than one heteroatom is present, that one we call it as pyrimidine, and this one we call it as pyrazine. Only the positions are changing. If you have been observed this one and this one, here the position is here at other position, here the position is at para position. So if it is at other position, that one we call it as pyrimidine. If it is para position, that one we call it as pyrazine. Okay, so means in this chapter we are going to learn mainly about the pyridine. Okay, we are going to learn only 4 compounds in this chapter, that is furon, pyrrole, thiophene and pyridine. Okay, so remaining all is for examples. We are going to learn this all in higher classes. This is the example of the 6 member containing one heteroatom, 6 member containing more than one heteroatom. Next one, 7 member heterocyclic compounds. So 7 member heterocyclic compounds means, see here, this is a compound spine, means this is 7 carbons we are having, 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is a 7. So this is a non-aromatic compound. If NH is present, that one we call it as azepine. If oxygen is present, that one we call it as oxypine. So means what we can say here, if NH is present, this is a azepine, this one oxygen is present, oxypine. So this is a 7 membered compounds, condensed heterocyclic compounds. So condensed heterocyclic compounds means what here, quinoline and isoquinoline. Only the positions is changing if you have been observed. Quinoline is presenting at the ortho position and isoquinoline is presenting at the meta position. If it is ortho position, I mean this is a para position. If it is a para position, that one we call it as quinoline. Condensed means what? 2 rings, fused rings, we call it as condensed. Okay, so coming to quinoline and isoquinoline, we are going to take examples. If it is in para position, that one we call it as quinoline. If it is in meta position, that one we call it as isoquinoline. And also in fused rings, we are going to have one more example, that is NH bond. See if the bond, if it is like this, okay, so this is the thing it is going to form. This one we call it as indole. This is also a condensed heterocyclic compound. Okay, to the benzene ring, 5 member ring and NH is present. This one also we call it as what? Condensed ring. This one we call it as what? Indole. So this is about general introduction of the heterocyclic compounds. In the next class, we can see the preparation and properties each compound one by one. Thank you.